I want to keep you guys updated. This is our donor Ram that we've had sitting here in front of the yard for months now. Picked it up from Indiana, but the guy picked that up from New Mexico, so it's a rust-free cab. I need to get rid of it. I picked off everything that I possibly need off that truck. A little sad to see it go, but we're gonna be doing a Facebook deal with this thing. I need this thing out of my driveway. I don't need anything else on it that I know of, but for the most part, we're done with it. But we have it hooked up to the Duramax. This is the second time that I'm using it. We just got it. We used it on a camping trip, and also the LMM that you guys are asking me about. I am plugging away at that thing diligently, especially after the truck show that we're gonna have at Ryan's Diesel Service on the 31st. So the beginning of August, hot and heavy, I'm gonna be building this truck, maybe pulling the cab, but I do plan on doing something really cool, so stay tuned. I think you're really gonna love this one. As for the OG of the channel, we are going to be doing some awesome maintenance on this. I think you're gonna love what we have in store for this truck as well. Check it out, this is awesome. We're gonna go ahead and hang this up in the shop right now. Ryan's Diesel Service and Kodiak truck came through and hooked me up with a banner for the shop because we're looking a little empty up here, as you can tell. We still have a lot of real estate to fill up. We do have the PPE stuff, SP Tools, AirDog, HSP, of course. Here is our old banner from 2 years ago when we ran the truck show in Wisconsin. But the cool thing about this banner is we are running that truck show this Saturday. So definitely, guys, this Saturday, July 31st, 2021, you guys have to be there. I'll leave that link in the description. I'll give you an invite. Everybody's invited. It's absolutely free. I have a ton of giveaways, like a turbo giveaway, for example. So get out there, guys. If you can make it, definitely make it out there. Let's hang these up. So if you watched that last video, we squatted the Ford. The reason why we're putting another lift kit on that truck is because that lift kit's been on that truck for probably about 12 years. It's extremely dangerous because the rear of that Ford, there's 3 lift blocks stacked on top of each other. So in today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and reveal the truck to the wife for the first time. This Powerstroke belonged to my father-in-law. He passed away earlier this year. Hammer, that was his biker name. But before he passed away, his wishes were to give the truck to myself and my wife. So we are here to take care of this truck and only make it better. So in today's video, we're gonna go ahead and do just that. All right, let's go ahead and show my wife what this truck looks like. Well, this would be your very first time seeing the truck squatted.
It's gonna be funny. I've purposely not looked at your Instagram or YouTube because I haven't seen it yet. Just to get a genuine reaction out of how stupid it probably looks.
You know, I can't believe how many people unsubscribed from my channel.
Really? How many?
I don't know, I didn't do a count, but I saw my subscribers, I guess the count of it just kept going down just very so slowly. I don't know.
Did they think you were leaving it that way?
They thought like I was gonna leave it that way. That last video, I'm not gonna say that I wish I would have never done it. I was just doing it to see why, I don't know, like everyone liked it.
Did it look funny?
It looks
going down the road.
It looks absolutely stupid. It serves zero purpose. It makes you look dumb. It was an embarrassment to drive. I have no idea why people do this. It makes zero sense to me in my mind. But in today's video, we're going to go ahead and correct that by installing a lift kit. I can't wait to see this truck when it's done. So make sure you watch till the very end.
Pull it out so I can see it.
We are, yes, you can't wait. But we are going to make these wrongs right, like I said in the last video. Unfortunately, it didn't get 3,000 likes, so we will not be hooking up the trailer to Big Red. How would your dad feel about this situation?
Oh my gosh, Dad, I can hear him laughing. I bet you he would laugh.
I think he'd be... He
wouldn't be upset because he knows it's not going to be staying that way. He wouldn't want it to stay that way.
No.
But he would totally be laughing.
Go ahead and start it up.
Okay.
You're going to like stand on the side of the garage or something as it's pulling out. You know you like it.
Oh my gosh. That is so weird looking.
You know, I actually had to put effort into doing this.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
What did you have to do?
I just had a hard time lining up the rear end and with the leaf springs and all that, but it took me a while. The mud flaps are dragging, almost.
This looks terrible. Good thing you're not keeping it like this. What's it like sitting in here?
It's actually easier to get up there.
Well, because it's lower in the back, right?
Uh-huh. So yeah, I don't even know if you want to take this thing down the road. It's pointless, really.
I have no desire to drive it like this at all.
It was like over 100 dislikes on that video.
No
and it was
way.
literally just, I was just taking it down to see what the hype's about. I'm gonna put a full lift kit on it, but
Why are people so sensitive these days?
no, man.
Hey, you know,
maybe they watch CNN.
I mean, you told them, right, that you weren't leaving it like that? Or
Correct.
did they not watch the whole video? Or
I
did they
don't
not
know.
watch it at all? Who knows?
I think what they did is they saw the thumbnail of me. The truck was squatted, so they immediately assumed
that you're
I'm gonna
liked
leave it
it?
like that, and that's because I think it's cool. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
But-
Well, they should know you by now.
Guys, let's go ahead and get it in the garage and let's go ahead and tear into her and watch till the end because I think you're gonna love the way that all this is gonna turn out. So check this out. We have an 8-inch lift kit. This is a 4-link suspension lift kit from Rough Country. Application right here is going to go from an 05 to a 2007. Well, the truck's already lifted, okay? So there's going to be a lot of parts that I'm going to be reusing in the front. A lot of these parts actually are Rough Country. For example, the dual shocks with the stabilizer link kit right here. Go ahead and time lapse it, show you guys the finished product. But we are going to talk about these here later in the video. I'm really excited about these new Vertex Rough Country shocks. I did a lot of research on these right here, and they are really going to set this build off. Trust me, guys, I was looking at the Deaver products as well, but I think, you know, if we're going to go ahead and go RC, we'll just do it all the way around. This is why we're doing this. This is sketch right here. It's about ready to explode in the front. Go ahead and make Hammer proud. Let's go ahead and get this truck done right. I'm sure you're just as excited as I am to get this project done, so let's go ahead and stop squatting. We're finally done, no more sagging in the back, but let me go ahead and just be completely upfront with you guys. I ran into a little bit of an issue. I was not able to install the 4-link kit, unfortunately. We'll need the stock bracket in order to install these bars right here, so this will not be happening, but not too bummed out because we have the lift springs installed and they look amazing. We have the Vertex shocks. One disappointing thing to point out, this truck is now 2 inches shorter than it was, but to the trained eye, you won't even be able to notice. This truck was a 10-inch lift kit, now it's an 8-inch lift kit. With this 10-inch lift kit, guys, let's be honest, stack lift blocks in the rear. Literally had spacers stacked on top of the shocks just to extend it out as high as possible. This thing was just a ticking time bomb. Let's go ahead and pull it outside, take it down the road, and let's talk about these Vertex shocks, man, because I'm really excited about these. All right, so let's do this again from wheel to well. All right, from here to there. We're not totally level, but we're about 17. All right. Yep, we're on the money. Looking good, guys. Let's talk really quickly about these Vertex shocks. You have 8 settings up here. We'll go from the softest setting to the firmest setting. So you do have that option, which is good. But in my opinion, these things will work kind of like your ATV or your quad. You know, when you pick it up and you drop it and it drops really smooth, it doesn't bounce up and down. That's what these are designed to do. A lot more volume that you can move through there. We have the same option here in the back as well. So I haven't driven it, guys. I have not taken this thing on a test drive. So let's see how this stacks up. Guys, wow, big difference, huge difference. That back road was bumpy versus before. I know that back road very well. As I'm driving it right now, you can tell the difference, absolutely. Here's some railroad tracks. We're gonna just go right over it. Floats, man. Not bad for a truck with an 8-inch lift kit on 38s. This thing floats. But that's one thing I like about the RC brand is it's very affordable. And that company's really up their game if you don't want to get too extreme with your lift kits. No more squat, no more lift blocks in the back. We're good, man. This is a good, nice, comfortable ride. If I ever had to take this truck on a long trip, I'd have no worries whatsoever. If you guys want to support the channel, definitely pick up a t-shirt on my website. Usually in every single order, I've been adding some gifts in there, here and there, like some decals, key tags, whatever. So if you find anything extra in your order, we'll also leave that link in the description as well. It's truckmasterdiesel.com. I'm really impressed with this lift kit. One more thing I wanted to point out with this drive shaft right there, there was a sketchy spacer block that held that drive shaft into place because the truck was sitting up so high. The drive shaft actually didn't meet up to the rear end back here. So Hammer put a spacer right there just to fill in that void. I'm not gonna say that that was easy. That was actually quite a bit of work. Oh, by the way, for some of you guys asking about the Dodge Cummins, it will not go forward, but it will go backwards. What I'm learning, what I found out, my good friend Rust Belt Mechanic, we were talking about it. He's a Chrysler mechanic, so he knows more about this than I do. There's a thing called a skim module, which is inside of the steering wheel. It's actually like right behind the ignition. And that module syncs up with the PCM, which is that guy right there. That PCM came out of my brother-in-law's truck, the 99 Cummins. And this skim module that's inside of the ignition right here is from this 2001 second gen body. All right, so what I need to do is take out the skim module out of the steering wheel from the 99, which is in the backyard, put it in there, in this 01, and theoretically it all should sync up with the PCM. So what does all this mean? Transmission is actually in limp mode right now. It's an electrical issue. I have to fix that. It's really not a big deal. I just need to get to it, which I absolutely will. So stay tuned for that. Bear with me. Once we get this done, this truck is going to the body shop. We're gonna go ahead and get it painted, put some nice wheels on it, and then we are probably gonna kick this thing off to HSP Diesel so we can get the RDS, the Ryan's Diesel Service compound turbos installed on this bad boy. This truck is going to be a rocket ship. I cannot wait. I do have a backup just in case. We do have an ATS transmission, which I most definitely won't be installing on this truck right here because the transmission's good. Like I said, it's an electrical issue. This may be for a future Cummins build. This is a 47RE ATS transmission, triple disc torque converter, billet goodies. This is also a really, really good transmission. It's only got 30,000 miles on it. You guys let me know in the comments if I should do a hot rod Cummins because that would be really cool. To wrap this video up right here, I am really excited that the Ford is finally done. She's good to go. It looks great. You can't even tell that I lowered it 2 inches. It still looks like it's a 10 to 12 inch lift kit on 40s. The truck looks gigantic. That's it for this video again. Do not forget about that truck show this weekend, July 30th and 31st, Ryan's Diesel Service. Again, I'll leave that invite in the description below. We're gonna have a dyno. It's gonna be a great time. So that's all the time that we have for this video today. We'll see you on the next one. Stay tuned.